Hello, my name is Alori Council, and I chose to name my philosophy the philosophy of personal growth and behavior change. And this is for my philosophy and principles of health education class. So for my introduction, I want to start with the definition that the Joint Committee made in 2021 of a health education specialist. So health education specialists are individuals who serve in a variety of settings and are able to use appropriate educational strategies and methods to facilitate the development of policies, procedures, interventions, and systems conducive to the health of individuals, groups, and committees. And this means that their goal is to basically protect the health of individuals and all populations while aiming to positively influence all areas of wellness. So my philosophy as a health education specialist is that through the recognition of individual beliefs, values, beliefs, and limitations, we can influence personal growth and modify the effects of physical, mental, social, economic, and environmental factors in order to reach a common goal of wellness and reduce the adoption of risky behaviors. And my 3 points that we'll later expound on are: the needs and interests of clients should be the foundation of interventions created by health education specialists. Health education specialists should seek to maintain balance in their clients' lives by being aware of the factors that affect their health. And lastly, personal freedom is an important part of creating, maintaining, and balancing behavior change. So moving on, the first slide is personal growth. So there'll be 2 parts. It'll be personal growth, behavior change, and then the third part is about choice. So the first topic is health education specialists can encourage growth by motivating people to make positive changes with the parameters that best align with their circumstances. So an example is if someone practices binge drinking in college, they may not need to be sober, but instead given strategies on how to drink mindfully. So in this instance, you would consider your client. They are a college student, and depending on what year, they may not be ready to stop drinking. So a health education specialist must consider the circumstances and modify the intervention to best fit their situation. So in hopes that these changes influence long-term change. So you can do things like asking them questions, discuss pacing their drinking. So waiting an hour after each drink, or maybe 2 hours after each drink, and ensuring that they hydrate and plan the number of drinks they have to avoid over drinking. And for this, I would like to use the freeing and functioning philosophy as my example for my supporting topic. So for the freeing or functioning philosophy, has a health education specialist using this approach having the ultimate goal of freeing people to make the best health decisions based on their needs and interests. So this promotes autonomy and gives people control over their lives. And by practicing this philosophy, health education specialists are avoiding victim blaming and addressing individual needs without the inclusion of societal interests. The next part is behavior change. So the topic of this slide is the key determining factor of an individual's health are made up of multiple factors that can be altered or eliminated to moderate the health behavior choices. It means that wellness includes spiritual, intellectual, physical, emotional, environmental, and social dimensions of health that are all factors that determine the true quote unquote health of individuals. And with that, you must look at a holistic approach. So moving on to the next part of the supporting details are the cognitive-based philosophy, focusing on the acquisition of content and factual information. And the goal is to increase the knowledge of individuals or groups so that they are better armed to make decisions about their health. And those who seek to enhance the health of others through education should espouse a philosophy of symmetry. That is, health has physical, emotional, spiritual, and social components, and each is just as important as the others. So in this holistic approach, you address the whole body and other factors that may influence health. So you should encourage clients to seek symmetry in their lives and address all things that are affecting their health. For the next part, we'll be looking at personal freedom and informed decision-making. So the topic of this slide is health education specialists should promote personal freedom by encouraging informed decision-making and can use health promotion/education to influence the adoption of healthy behaviors. For instance, if someone wants to decrease their risk for diabetes, we as health education specialists can provide statistics or lessons about a balanced diet, or about the dangers of consuming too much sugar or being overweight. So with that theory, you're allowing informed decision making to allow clients to make decisions for themselves. So you would use the this supporting quote: the health education specialists are resourceful and open to change, and the foundation of their work is based on these principles. So one, you should appreciate a person's uniqueness. And this is by John Sefrin in 1993. Respect ethnic and cultural diversity, protect individual and group autonomy, promote and preserve freedom of choice, and use evidence-based interventions. So by using informed decision-making, it allows clients to make decisions based on accurate health information that's being provided by a health education specialist or other health professionals. So in conclusion, health education specialists' target is to protect the health of individuals and populations while aiming to positively influence all areas of wellness. So health is influenced by determinants of health that include internal and external factors, which health education specialists must address to support long-term behavior change. Personal freedom provides clients with the opportunity to learn, grow, and change at their own pace based on their unique needs and circumstances. As time moves on, my philosophy will hold true to the skills that health education specialists must have in the next decade in order to be successful. So 3 important skills that I pulled from the text by Cottrell in 2023 is: the mission will be less about providing factual information and more about helping people become better analytical thinkers. So instead of just providing facts and statistics, you're going to inspire people with maybe stories or examples, or just showing them that short-term change can help them in the long run, or making small changes that are based on individual needs will help them in the long run. Health education specialists will need long-term, not short-term thinking. So what can we do, not just for the first 30 days, but what will it look like 6 months from now? And then people will judge the success of health education / promotion by whether or not their quality of life has improved. And I think that's really important, because when people look at individual needs and circumstances, something that may help the population may not help that individual person. So when you look at what they need and you address those needs, and interventions and strategies are based on the uniqueness of the client, then their quality of life is more likely to improve. Like opposed to having a generalization that you apply to one individual's life that may not be applicable for all individuals. And then by addressing individuals' issues, it can help health education specialists research what people in specific populations need and how interventions will best serve them. And this is my list of references. Thank you.